Happy Friday night, fellow comic book fans. This is the night that I review some comics from the previous Wednesday. What I'm going to do is one that I didn't like and the top three that I did. I'm going to do them separate just so I can talk about each one individually. So, what did I like? What did I not like? Stay tuned. Alrighty, I'm back. Now that we've got the unpleasantries out of the way and doing the bad ones this week, let's move on to the good ones. Now, I was rather surprised when I read this. Basketful of Heads by Joe Hill. For those of you who don't know who Joe Hill is, Joe Hill looks an awful lot like his father, Stephen King. A younger version. And he writes just as well. He did a book called Lock and Key, which some of you may have heard about. I'm working on trying to read through these things, and it's pretty good. But that's not what I'm reviewing this week. This week I'm doing, like I probably just said, Basketful of Heads number 1. Basketful of Heads, and I don't remember the people's names. It's basically about a guy who lives in this tourist town. He is for lack of a better word, a temp sheriff. He's being hired over the summer to work for the sheriffs in this tourist town to earn a little bit of extra money. It's him and his girlfriend. And you're introduced to them as, he pulls up to her. She's sitting on a bridge, sort of like, looks like she might be jumping off, but he's got this really hot girlfriend. And he seems like he's a pretty decent dude. And they talk. You can see that she's this kind of gregarious, really cool chick who is, even as dude says, out of her league. And in this town where it costs a whole buttload of money to live. And it's his last day of the job. And the conversation between them is really fun, real, kind of well done. And he hears something on the radio, and he gets called in to do, or he hears what's going on. There's some crime, some bodies. So he goes, you get introduced to the sheriff, who seems to take a really big liking to dude. And says, no, once you get out of school, I'm going to hire you, yada, yada, yada. And it goes on from there. And it was a nice callback to one of Stephen King's movies. There's a van or a big thing in there that says Shawshank Prison or Shawshank something in the background, which I was like, okay, dude's taking some license with his dad stuff, which is, and I'm not complaining. It was just, this was actually rather interesting. And boy, this, it is really well done, and, because most of this is in a flashback. The first few pages is just sets the tone for something. You're like, wait, what's going on? Yeah, it's got the head full of baskets. Then it goes into a flashback into the 80s, which is where most of the story takes place. So I think it's going to take a little bit to catch up with the first couple pages of this book. It's really fun, really well done. It's not creepy yet, but it's just taking its time to set the tone. You're setting things up. It's like, okay, this is nice, this is serene. Hey, wait, there's a little bit of a problem, and it's slowly ratcheting the tension up. And there's not a whole lot of tension in this one just yet, but it's hinting at it. There's some escaped prisoners. That's where the prisoners were from, was Shawshank Prison. And so it's starting to set some stuff up, and it introduces a couple of little different things that at some point are going to be relevant in the future, I'm assuming. And the art is pretty good. The story's fantastic. This art is suiting the style, and I'm really getting into this story, and it's going to be fun. I called and said, hey, put this on my pull list. I want it. And not only is this a good story, but they preview some of the other stuff that comes out. It's going to be coming out under his line, Hill Publishing. This is also a Black Label story, DC Black Label, but it's also going to be Hill Publishing. So it's a DC Black Label imprint and a Hill imprint. And if get it, it's fun. I'm going to give this a 3.25 out of 5, and recommend that you start getting it right away. All right, like and subscribe, and let me know what you think. Bye.